I think I wanna know ya, yeah, what?
And we're live, ladies, gents, boys, and girls, and all you lovely human beings out there. It's the 14th edition of Longtime First Time Movie Reviews with me, your boy, JPO, Jordan Pierce Owens, and your other boy, Brendan Cohen. Brendan, how are you?
The tag team champions of the world. If we just keep pushing our match back, we can be tag team champions forever. It is good to be back. I'm happy to be back.
I can't do Tuesdays. You can't do Wednesdays. We'll just keep, being busy on different days.
I think for foreseeable future, I don't know if Christmas is on Thursday, but I think we're looking good. I think we're looking good to a clear path into the end of this universe and year. Mostly year.
Well, damn.
I don't know what happens at that midnight. But no, I'm excited to be back. It feels like so long. I think it's just 1 week off, but it felt like way too long.
It does feel, as the wise man, the front runner from Stain said, it's been a while.
He has said that. We hopefully build up some good backlogs of movies. I've had 10 hours of flights and only watched 4 movies. 3 of them were an hour and a half, and I did not kill much time on that flight. And it kind of sucked.
Short-ass movie, a 90-minute movie.
I know. 90-minute movie is not a good idea on a 10-hour flight. I can tell you that. I watched 3 movies and I had 5 hours left. So that sucked. Yeah. But, I'm happy to be here, talk about some shit. I also watched Deadpool Wolverine. Can't talk about that, but I've seen it already. I hate when that happens.
I did my recent first-time rewatch for that one here. But yeah, shout out to everyone that's watching here. If you'd like to join us, you'll see the link on the bottom of us scrolling, and it's also in the comment section, so copy and paste that thing into your web browser. Join us here, talk about a movie you saw recently, non-new release, and join us here. We got someone in the back. We had Diaz in the back. He disappeared. Now we got someone else in the back, so you guys will be called upon here very soon. But Brandon, give me a movie you saw this week. What'd you see?
I have a feeling the person we have in the back is going to be popping in pretty soon because I have finally finished my Kevin Smith watch. This one was on the plane. They had it on the screen for some reason. I don't know why they had this movie out of every movie in the world, but I finally watched the 2010 Kevin Smith directed but not written joint, Cop Out. I am done. I have completed my journey. I only had 4 or 5 to do, I think, on this show. I still have 4:30, but can't talk about that. In a couple weeks I can. And once I finally see it, that's my last one. But out of the ones that in the past, Cop Out was my last one. I've watched some bad ones for this show. It's hard to rank all the ones I've watched. This movie is one of the most just like nothing movies I've ever seen in my entire life. It's not funny. It's not thrilling. It's not really exciting. Tracy Morgan's trying his best. He's actually not super annoying like sometimes I find him. So that was nice to see. But Bruce Willis gives you nothing. I don't know why they were together. They never talked about why are these two guys partnered up? They couldn't be anything more, unalike. This just was we talked about the other guys a couple weeks ago. And this is, as much as I love that movie, this has everything that movie does not have. It's just not funny. It's not engaging. The background stories just aren't very exciting at all. I kind of just thankfully it's only 90 minutes long. So I was able to kind of suffer through this thing. But yeah, not badly shot. We've talked about some of the other Kevin Smith movies having bad CGI, bad stuff. This doesn't have any of that. It's just has nothing of note in this movie whatsoever. Like I said, still not unwatchable and a terribly made film. But just like, we'll never watch this again. Don't need to watch it again. We're at like a 1.5 for this thing. Just kind of. I did the thing where my review made me like it less. I originally have it at 2 on Letterboxd, but then just kind of rethinking it because I watch the movies, I think about what I'm going to say, and then I go watch something else. And then, yeah, Sean William Scott, I think was like, I love Sean William Scott. I was listening to a podcast about him. I like him in everything. He's always just so enjoyable. So he was fun. He was a little, he's always fun and stuff you see. But like, again, I talked myself down from a 2 right now to a 1.5. Just like, there's just nothing here. There's nothing.
We're losing you.
Oh, sorry. There's nothing here.
All right, Matt.
Terrible. What do you think?
I'll go a little bit above. I'll give it a 2 because, as you said, you even said yourself, you like Morgan, you like Sean William Scott now. So there's enough in this. 1 and 1.5 to me is like there's almost nothing redeemable. There's enough redeemable. I like the opening scene, the interrogation scene. So there's enough to where it's still not a recommendation, unfortunately. And I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan myself. But and it also doesn't know kind of. I know it's trying to be very 80s like, which Smith has said before, but it feels just kind of like a hodgepodge of like, not just music, but like tone. Like it's super silly, but then like the villain is like straight up a murderer, and then like, you know what I mean? And like it's a little tonally off as well. For once, I don't have to double check. I just have to say, what did you think of this movie, Data?
Yeah, did not enjoy this one. There is enough for me to bop it at 2 stars, but yeah, just so much bad. Sean William Scott is pretty good. Tracy Morgan is fine, but yeah, nothing from Bruce, nothing from this movie. Stupid fucking Andy I can't even talk about it. Stupid fucking Andy Pafko question that you always have to answer in a Kevin Smith match now. Because that's like the one question you're right from this movie.
Yeah.
It's just it's a rough shake. It doesn't feel like Kevin Smith at all. What's up, JP?
Was that a baseball card reference?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Unlike a Randy Poffo card, which would be awesome.
Well, hey,
and like why did they go Andy
Dude, I did that?
Like it's just like pick a baseball player. It's just.
But anyway, I don't want to be giving away too many baseball hints in case it gets froggy tonight. I see, you're here, Brandon. Maybe Jeremy's here too. Who knows? A wink, wink.
Oh, he's here. Hey, there he is. Save that asshole for later.
Have you seen Cop Out?
Yeah,
Have you seen Cop Out?
Not great. Yeah, not great.
Give it?
I'd probably give it 2 just for Sean William Scott and Tracy Morgan, but it doesn't feel like they came into the movie.
Yeah, see, everyone agrees, and Brendan.
I actually wanted to like it. I thought that like, it's a comedy, it's a bad comedy, but it could still be enjoyable. But like,
yeah, I set a 1-star bet just for my introduction to Kevin Smith, I think, and it turned me off a while. And
that's why you're like, he didn't go back for a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a break.
Jeremy, what do you think of Cop Out? And you're gonna lose to Brendan later. How do you feel about
that? I will say I don't like Cop Out, and I don't like that he's gonna have some kind of cop out when I beat him by double digits. Like, it's gonna be sad.
Ooh,
he rides your coattails. Come on, tag champs. Gets half a belt.
If anything, I ride his. Are you kidding me? Getting his backpack for sports and whatnot. By the way, Jeremy, you should find a manager because I heard he's got a great one. Brian, what do you think of Cop Out? You ever seen Cop Out?
I have not, sadly.
Sweet. Tato, what'd you see this week?
I was gonna say, not sadly, Brian. Not sadly. Don't see it.
Brian, Jeremy's manager.
I am packing a trilogy here tonight. I am bringing the Hobbit trilogy. Doing some boning up on the geek world. I had seen Unexpected Journey when it first came out on DVD. Kids, that's a little disc thing we used to watch movies on. But I hadn't seen it since, and I had never seen the other 2, so I finally got around to them. And they are pretty fantastic films still. They do kind of pale in comparison to their predecessor, which I I'm definitely not the first person to break ground on, but they are still really good. There's like one moment where I couldn't really suspend disbelief. I'm like, that one kind of sucks. And like not from a practical or effect standpoint, but from a story standpoint, I'm like, that one doesn't really add up. A bit of a plot hole. But beyond that, I enjoyed the performances. We see some of the cats from Lord of the Rings that we know and love. Martin Freeman is excellent in anything. Love that guy to death. All the dwarves are really good. Tough to get screen time. Like even in 3 long-ass movies, it is tough to get screen time with 12 characters so similar. You kind of fall into the thing that you fall into at the beginning of Game of Thrones. Hard to tell between all the Stark boys and Jon Snow and shit. Still, though, really fantastically acted. Richard Armitage here. So I went, I'll go 4. I'll go 4.5, like 4 or 4.5 between the trilogy. So 4.5 on Journey, 4 on Smaug, 4.5 on that, and we'll just go with an overall 4.5. Yeah.
Tato cheating with the trilogy. Brandon, how do you feel about The Hobbit?
I've only actually seen the first one. I love Lord of the Rings, big Lord of the Rings guy. I want to be more of a Tolkien guy myself. I need to dive into the Tolkien verse a little bit more. But I saw this one opening night, midnight. I enjoyed it. It was midnight. I'm not a very good midnight movie guy. I did fall asleep, and I haven't revisited it since. I want to revisit this. I have the book. I'm thinking about doing like a full-on like book movie. I'm just deciding which order I want to do it in. I want to completely dive into these, but it's Peter Jackson doing Middle Earth. It can't be bad. So it's always gonna be a good time, even if it's not nearly as good as. But I remember this movie. I liked it a lot. 4 stars, just because I don't remember fully, but maybe I'll revisit it and I'll talk about it on the show. I should do that.
Yeah, I'm at an even 4 as well. I enjoyed revisiting this world here. It's handled by the same director, so it's handled with that same care. Feels like you're just stepping right back into it here. Martin Freeman, I think, is fantastically casted as the lead here. So yeah, I had fun with this one here. Rich, what do you think of the first Hobbit?
I like the first Hobbit. It's a good movie. I'd give it 4.
I just looked at the chat and saw Eric say, I like Sean William Scott in it. He was talking about Cop Out, and I was like, wait, Sean William Scott's in Hobbit?
Yeah, it was one of the dwarves. You didn't catch it. He's not on screen a lot.
Stephen Colbert's in one of them. What do you think of The Hobbit, Chris?
Oh, yeah.
I like
Desolation is back up to 4.5.
I will say I think the extended edition is better than the regular edition, especially for Battle of the Five Army. Thank God.
All right, well, what do you give the normal edition?
I give for all 3 3.5 out of 5.
Wow, tough critic there. Jeremy, what do you think about The Hobbit?
As a trilogy, I'd probably drop 4 stars, but the first one is 5 stars. It's such a good movie. It's so much fun.
Ooh, high score. High score from Jeremy. And what about you, Shabadoo? Who doesn't know when Mr. D came out?
Well, it's JPL, okay. 4 stars for me.
I love you, Brian. Richie, what'd you see this week?
Cool. Glad you came to me first because I was like,
I go in order. I don't play favorites. I go in order. You were next.
But have you guys heard of the movie called The Homesman? It's directed by Tommy Lee Jones. It's a western.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now that you said it, sir.
Yeah. It's basically it's got Tommy Lee Jones and Hilary Swank. She's Hilary Swank plays a sort of one. She's quite depressed lady, and she volunteers to transport these sort of immigrants to their home, but they're all because of because they've become very sort of mentally ill, mentally deficient. It proves to be a bigger task than kind of appears on paper, and but like this movie is like, yeah, I was surprised. It's a really good movie, and it's got a huge set cast. You've got like just low key. It's like you got Hilary Swank, you got Tommy Lee Jones, you got like people who play bit parts. You got like John Lithgow, James Spader shows up here, Haley Steinfeld, Meryl Streep's in a bit part here.
Damn.
You got Jesse Plemons, like a whole plethora of people. Everybody's someone in this movie. Basically, it's just like just people who just pop up here, and I'm surprised. I don't usually. I'm not a huge like Western person, but like I gave this a shot, and I liked it. It's not the easiest watch sometimes, but it's good. So maybe I'll give it 3.5.
I've never heard of the movie. I love Western. I love Tommy Lee Jones.
People were in it.
I love James Spader. So I'll check it out. I've never. I think I might have heard of this when this came out. It's 10 years old now at this point. Maybe I heard about it. Like, 'cause it's like, oh, Tommy Lee Jones is directing a movie. But I'm a big Western guy, so maybe I'll dive into this.
Yeah, it's worth your time, I think. Yeah.
Tato, you ever seen the Homesman, Tato?
No.
All right. Oh. What about you, Christopher?
Yeah, I saw it with my dad on my streaming for a long time ago. I liked it. One of the better Tommy Lee Jones movie. A 4 out of 5. I don't have a blood about it for 4 out of 5.
And a good review there from Chris. Big Menace.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think I watched it because I didn't realize. Tommy Lee Jones directed it, and I was at the time, like when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, he directs. Like that's cool. I'll watch it just because of that." And it's pretty good. Yeah, I'd say 3.5. Like that's fair.
Oh, I like it. More people saw than I thought they would. Brian, how about you? The Homesman?
I haven't seen it, but it sounds interesting.
Yeah. Did you see it?
No, I have not seen it. No, it wasn't necessarily. No, I heard you. I'm trying to answer. No, I haven't seen it. I wasn't necessarily my thing, but I see a big stack cast there, so I'll probably still won't see it. Chris, what did you see this week?
So it's Christmas time. My dad saw the Christmas movie, and I had a fortunate thing. You know, there's a Christmas movie before the holdover with Paul Giamatti and Paul Rudd. It's called All Is Bright. This movie freaking sucks.
Wait, the Holdovers? Oh no,
All Is Bright. It with Paul Giamatti and Paul Rudd, and Stanley Hawkins doing a Russian accent that pretty bad. It's them like selling Christmas tree. Paul Giamatti just got out of prison in Canada, and he joined Paul Rudd, who like his best friend, who now hooked you up with his wife, and telling daughter, "Oh, your father's dead." Like it is a depressed. It is a movie that trying to be Christmassy, but it's just feel unlikable characters that you don't want to root for because they're all shitty scumbag of people in the movie. And that's sad coming from Paul Rudd, who usually is a likable movie, but his character is a fucking scumbag. Like, it's not delightful. It's very depressing, and a depressing note. It's just a miserable movie to be stupid. I love my dad, but he needed to stop picking better movie to watch. Anyway.
So 4 stars.
Now that you've done shitting on your father, what do you give it?
I have it at 2, but I might drop it down to 1.5.
I would say based off your review, it sounds more like a 1.5.
Well, I will say it's too late. You already made your bed, so it's still 2. We know Brendan hasn't seen it because he went, "What the F is this?" I have seen this because, my God, on paper, this is a fantastic. It's got to be good. It's Paul Giamatti. It's Paul Rudd. Done. Sold. Here's my money. Yeah, it's not good. I'm actually with Chris on this here. I'm not as evil on it here. I'm actually in agreement at 2 stars because there is some moments. I don't mind the accent by Hawkins. I don't know. I just got actors acting, whatever. I'm cool with it here. And there's moments where you're like, okay, there's the Giamatti and the fun that we know. But it's also just kind of boring. very indie. It's very nothing really happens for long stretches here, and yeah, it's really not the movie you kind of hope it's going to be. There's a reason why there's a Paul Giamatti, Paul Rudd movie that Brandon and probably others are going, huh? This exists? Jeremy, did you know this exists, or have you seen it?
No, not at all. No.
Exactly. Yeah. Brian, ever seen All Is Bright?
I have not.
Tato, ever seen All Is Bright?
I would never shit on my father on the internet. He is an upstanding citizen, as we all know.
Let's bring the clip. Nope, all right, we don't have the clip.
I'll add this to my Paul Rudd movies you've never heard of, with Catcher the Spy, and now this shit.
There's a few. The dude's been working for a long time. I believe, isn't he in is it him or someone else in like an 8mm sequel to the Nicolas Cage movie? Anywho, Jeremy, what you got?
I watched a great movie based on just like a blank recommendation. I went in almost totally blind, and it was great. And it's Hundreds of Beavers. I don't know if anybody else has seen it.
I've been wanting to see this.
Oh my God.
I guess you don't know what this not new release, but fine. Another person breaks the rules.
It's 2022. It's new to me.
No, it's not. It's 2024. It's the festival, and nobody saw it till this year. But continue. It's fine.
It's really good. It's a lot of fun. Everybody should watch it if you like cartoons. But it's not a cartoon, but it's kind of a cartoon. Yeah, it's a blast. I mean, I don't. There's so much I could say about it, but I don't want to like say anything about it because I kind of want everybody to just go in as blind as possible. Just know it's zany and fun, and very Bugs Bunny kind of meets old timey cartoons, but it's not a cartoon. I guess.
What do you give it though, score wise?
Oh, 5 stars. I was laughing my ass off the entire time. Like at first I wasn't so sure. And then about 5 minutes in, I was like, okay, I know this is great. Yes. There's just tons of gags, tons of jokes, and and hundreds of beavers.
Brandon, ever seen this?
I've been wanting to see this. I haven't seen it yet. I know I'm gonna love it, just because I love this type of shit. So yeah, I'm very excited. Came out 320 days ago, so I will allow it.
Came out in festivals. It was not released in 2024. That's why everyone's talking about it in 2024.
I know, but it came out January.
I haven't seen it, but I know it came out this year.
It's still releasing.
Yeah,
no one's asking that anymore. We're past that. Jesus Christ. Tato, has seen this movie?
I will echo Brandon's sentiments to a T.
What did Brandon say? Did you want to see it and that you would like it? Chris, you ever seen Hundreds of Beavers?
No, but I know Chad.
No, Chad.
Sweet. Hey, Brian Shabadoo, what'd you see this week?
Well, I saw 2 last week and for kind of last week films as well for this week and for kind of that. I saw two of them.
Just lie to us. Lie to us. Just say
thinks that we watch movies every week. Exactly. I reviewed a movie from March.
So I have a 2 for you today. But the first one is
nope. Give us one at a time. One at a time.
Okay. First off, an animated movie from 2016 with the voices of Seth Rogen, Kristen Wiig, Bill Hader, David Krumholtz, Bill Hader, Jordan Hill, Michael Cera. Sausage Party. Yeah. I heard some good things about it. It's been a blind spot for me. I enjoyed the premise. It's like a Toy Story, but more adult animated. I love Nick Kroll having a lot of fun as the douche. I love. I didn't realize till the credits that Paul Rudd is the voice of the store clerk Darren, which I didn't know was him. And I do enjoy it a lot. I love David Krumholtz's character at the Lavash. Edward Norton at the bagel, and I do enjoy it. So 4 stars.
What'd you give it?
4.
Brian, what'd you think about Sausage Party?
Never heard of this. No, I
said, Brian, what do you think about Sausage Party?
On paper, this is like Brandon's movie. I remember watching this trailer right here, and when this moment happens, I was thinking, oh my God, this is the most amazing, brilliant thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and I cannot wait to see it. So I came in with really, 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 really high expectations just because I thought it was such a brilliant concept. It fell short for me just on the first watch. I've only seen it the one time. I have not seen the show. But like just concept wise, this should be a slam dunk, grand slam out of the park. I was in a mixed metaphor if I didn't. This should be great. I remember liking it, but being a little disappointed. I gave it 3.5, which is good, but like, I don't know. Maybe I just set my expectations too high just because it's kind of a brilliant concept. And that moment right there, that trailer is just like burning in my brain. First time I saw that, I thought it was incredible and just didn't quite live up to it for me. But, 3.5, I still liked it.
I'm pretty proud to go with you, actually, Brendan, here. No, it's still a good review. Am I on delay? You guys keep interrupting me?
You are, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I keep trying it. I'm trying here. I'm simpatico with Brendan. I think the concept's really good. The introduction of the world is really good here. The end just kind of becomes a one denominator joke, which, by the way, if you're interested, there is a one-season TV series that just aired this year on Prime, and it's very much even more the one denominator joke here. So if you like that joke, go check out the TV series again and again and again. Tato, what do you think of Sausage Party?
I have not seen it, actually.
Oh, no sausage for Tato. Yeah. Chris, what do you think of Sausage Party?
Yeah, it's all different right there. It's the same day as Pete Dragon. It was 3 star, 2.5 star for me. There are funny moments. I like the musical number in the beginning, but it is way too over the top and way too one denominated jokes. Especially disappointing coming from the same people who gave us this in the end, Neighbors, and then the one we don't talk about the interview, but still a little bit disappointing by the interview.
Wait, which one we don't talk about?
The interview.
The interview.
Calm down.
I enjoyed the interview.
I like the interview.
Talk about it. I'm not scared. Come at me, Kim Jong, Jeremy. What you think of Sausage Party?
I like that. I think I might change that to my nickname. It's fine. Like a lot of what Brandon said. Like I was super pumped when I saw the concept. I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be great." And then it was just like a big long dick joke and some like Middle Eastern stuff.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Oh, it got weird." But whenever they go non-perishables, I like that part. That's 3 stars.
What do you give it in the end?
3.
So yeah, little mixture, some 3s, some 4s. So yeah, so likable. But some of us didn't love it as much as we would like. Hey, Brandon, ever heard of the movie Real Time?
No.
This is the movie. It's not that new because Randy Quaid's the star of it. Jay Baruchel is a kid down on his luck. Owes money to the wrong guy. Maybe even shit talks him behind his back. So now Randy Quaid picks him up and goes, "Hey, I'm here to kill you, but I'm nice and I've known you for a while, so I'm going to give you 1 hour. 1 hour, wrap your shit up, say goodbye to those you want to say goodbye. What do you want to do?" And that's what the movie is about here now. You follow these two. It's a pretty short film. I think it is just about an hour 20-something in the end. I was very surprised by how much I actually really liked Randy Quaid in this. Because this is pretty much this might have been his last, I don't want to say major because I'm pretty sure it's direct to DVD, but like one of his last actually semi-big movies that came out before he went off the edge. Baruchel's perfectly casted as well here. He's just kind of that, the first thing he does, he thinks about maybe getting a hooker. That's the first thing on his mind. And there's just really some good talks between these two. Those are the best parts of this movie is the discussion between these two. Towards the end, there's a really good scene of them in the car, and you're invested a little bit into what's going to happen with this character here and exactly what Randy Quaid is up to. And I liked it. I thought it was a small but really good film. Worth checking out here. Like I said, it's small. It doesn't really break too much ground, but enough for a recommendation. At 3 stars, I'm going to give 3 stars to Real Time. And now, everyone, real quickly, say you haven't seen this. Tato, have you seen this?
No.
Hey, Chris, ever seen Real Time?
No, but you told me on this.
Yeah. Jeremy, you ever seen Real Time? Nope. Oh, he's shaking his head. Brian, Real Time?
Please keep no.
Alrighty. Tato, did you see anything else this week?
You know what? I wasn't gonna, but I'll make us do it. Let's talk about Turbo, a Power Rangers movie, for a minute. I had technically seen it before, but I genuinely had forgotten almost everything about this movie. did get a theatrical release, technically counts, so I boned up on it today. It's pretty rough.
Again, in my league / this review show, we say nothing about theatrical release. I don't give a shit if it was in theaters or not.
Who cares?
Okay. Good. Anyway, but it did. I think it's worth noting. This movie got a theatrical release. No, it's actually a pretty solid Power Rangers movie. Like, it's Power Rangers shit. If you like Power Rangers, you'll dig the movie well enough. It's got good quips. It's got some solid Power Rangers action. I do want to actually throw it a little bit of legit credit for subverting expectations slightly. They have a kid who's like a 12-year-old join the team here. You'll catch on in the trailer, or maybe they don't show it in the trailer. Fucking spoiler alert. But then he actually never does anything stupid that endangers the team at all, and it just turns out that he was an excellent choice. So I kind of like that, because any other type of movie in this situation would make him do something stupid that puts the team at peril, and I kind of like that they did not go that way. But yeah, I didn't remember the villains at all. Before I watched the movie, I was like, is fucking Divatox in this one? There she is. So that was that was a pull that I was proud to get. But yep, pretty fun Power Ranger stuff here. I won't make too much more time with it though.
What'd you score though?
As a movie, 2.5. It's actually a perfectly acceptable. Yeah, 90s action flick.
I gotta assume that I saw this, but unfortunately, I remember nothing about it. I know I saw whatever the other one was, the Ooze one, or not the Ooze, whatever that villain.
Yeah, Ivan.
But yeah, Ivan. So, but yeah, I don't remember this at all. So maybe I didn't see this. Brandon, you ever see this?
You have it listed. I'm looking at you have it listed at 2 stars. I'm looking at the letterbox right now.
To be honest with you, I might have been thinking of the other one, because I remembered nothing from this.
I remember. I the same thing. I got him at. Is this Mighty Morphin? Like, this is like the original.
No.
So most of the same cast is around. It is the second half, and it's actually the third Yellow Ranger. But so it's the Zeo Rangers becoming the Turbo Rangers.
Movie-wise, this is the second movie, right?
Yes. The movies aren't actually canon to the show, as if we're gonna get nerdy about Power Ranger shit.
Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, I imagine I've seen this. I'm guessing because it's still 97, so I was at the right age. But all my memory is on that 95 one, the Mighty Morphin one, that with Ivan Ooze.
Yep.
That's the one I remember the most. So,
Chris, you ever seen Turbo? And not this racist movie. This movie.
Tato, you're hitting on my tryhard. Yeah, seen Turbo. I saw a video back as a kid. I love Power Ranger. I don't love this movie. I don't like either the Power Ranger movie, but this is a fine 2-star. They just don't catch the magic of the show itself for me.
Jeremy, what about Turbo?
I feel like I probably did. Like everybody else, maybe. I know I saw the first one, but I don't know if I was still watching Power Rangers when I was 11. I don't know if I got that far.
Yeah.
But
I feel you. Brian?
It's been a very long time since I've seen it.
Nah, that sounds about right. Brandon, I skipped you. What else you see this week, Brandon?
Nothing. Okay. I have seen, let me pull my thing up. Jordan, what's your favorite film directed by Billy Crystal?
Wait, what did he even direct? That baseball movie.
That's the baseball movie. That's the one I watched. I watched 61 Asterix. For those of you who don't know, this was a HBO film. So yeah, we don't do theatrical releases on this show. You think Jordan's movies would be released in theaters? Think not. So this is a HBO film from 2001 about the 1961 series. 61 is actually not referring to that, but it's a 1961 season of baseball in which Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle try to break Babe Ruth's home run, single season home run record. And it's a super interesting film. It dives into, because I'm a big baseball guy and everyone loves the past, and they hate talking about the new guys because they love the past. And this is all the reporters in this are just, you hate them so much because they love Babe Ruth and they love Mickey Mantle, played by Thomas Jane, but they hate the new guy, Roger Maris, because he's not a Yankee. He's only been there for one season. And they're writing so much shit about him, and it just follows them on this journey. And it's like something that should have been so fun watching these guys just smack the shit out of balls was turned into a nightmare just from the press. The fans turned on him. Even the commissioner of baseball said, hey, you know what? We added 12 games to the season this year. It's not fair to Babe Ruth. So we're going to put an asterisk on it if they don't do it in the same amount of time that Babe Ruth did. Just sucked out all the fun. Just all the bullshit that they had to deal with. It sucked out all the fun of what should have been an amazing, amazing season. It was just super interesting watch as like a baseball fan. Really, really loved it. As a movie fan, I enjoyed it as well. I know Thomas Jane as the Punisher. As I'm sure a lot of people my age kind of do. But he does a great job here. He's not the lead, but he does a great job here as Mickey Mantle, who's kind of a alcoholic womanizer. You get to see that of him, but like he really plays like he doesn't want to be. He wants to be better. He wants to, try better. And he's at heart a good guy. And Thomas Jane does a good job here. Barry Pepper carries this movie. He's the lead. I really like. I love Barry Pepper. Whenever he shows up at anything, I'm like, oh, it's Barry Pepper. So it was cool to see Barry Pepper in the lead of a movie. I thought he did a great job as Roger Maris. I didn't know much about Roger Maris, but just you really feel for the guy because he's just trying to break this record, trying to just keep his head down, hit home runs, get back to his family, and he's just getting bombarded with questions and questions and questions, and just can't really enjoy what should have been just like the season of a lifetime of just smacking 61 home runs and just saying fuck you in everybody's face. So really, really enjoyed this movie. I gave it 4 stars. Again, I'm hyping it up. I'm almost at a 4.5, but I gave it a 4 stars. Really, really liked it. I think maybe because I'm a baseball guy, I liked it, but I thought it just captured like the beauty of like playing the game and all the bullshit, especially now with ESPN being 24 hours and like you have Instagram and everything. Everybody has a take. Everybody has an opinion, and these guys are just athletes and they're here to entertain us and they don't owe us shit. And it's a really, really good take on the media as well as the game of baseball. So really like this movie.
No, it's one that I definitely don't mind seeing here. You mentioned 2 actors I like by a director/actor that I love as well, Billy Crystal. So probably one that I get to sooner or later for 61. Tate, ever seen 61?
I have not, but I.
Chris?
I have not.
Jeremy? Oh, wait, Chris here. Jeremy?
Yeah, I saw it when it came out because like I'm a big baseball guy too, big sports guy, and like it was just a couple years after like the Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa home run race. Mm-hmm. So like everybody just digs the long ball, and like I think it was the same year Barry Bonds hit 70. So like it came out at the right time, and it is a really good story. For a long time, I called Barry Pepper the guy from 61 because that's the only thing I knew him from besides Battlefield Earth, and I wouldn't do that to the guy.
Saving Private Ryan, come on.
Oh yeah, there's like everybody's in that movie.
True.
Like, come on, yeah, good. I gotta give it 4 stars. It's really good.
All right, a couple of recommendations for 61. Brian,
I have not, but all
righty. Chris, what else did you see this week?
I mean, Jeremy broke the rule. Am I allowed to talk about something that has streaming like 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago?
Damn it! No, new releases.
2 weeks ago, no.
Yeah, no. All right, then I save it for next year. No, I save it for another time. You see my voice.
What else have you seen this week?
Nothing else because I can't.
All right, Jeremy, what else did you see this week?
That's it. That's all I got.
Oh, okay, sweet. Brian, did you see anything else this week?
Yes, I have. I watched the prep of our tournament last week for Headmaster Surf Ninjas for the first time.
Yeah!
Mono Surf.
Ba.
Yeah, this movie, I heard a lot of good things from Jordan Austin about it. That I had a lot of fun with it. I love Schleier's had a lot of fun as the uncle character Iggy. I love Nielsen at the ridiculous villain, whoever try to call him, it always goes to voicemail. It goes ridiculous at some times where they are actually princes and they don't come through automatically. But overall, a nice, fun family film.
What did you give it?
4 stars.
Holy shit, that's overrating it. Brandon, what do you got for this movie?
So I love this movie just because of I remember watching it. It came out as a 5-year-old and thought it was great. I don't know if it's any good. I can't really tell you if it's any good. I was always more of a Three Ninjas guy, but I always liked Surf Ninjas as well. Because just as a kid, ninjas are fucking cool. So, I always remember that they sing Barbara Ann in this. That's about all I remember from this movie. I don't think it's a 4-star movie. Maybe as my memories, it's a 4-star as a child, but I'd have to revisit it as an adult to see what this movie really is. But loved it as a kid.
I recently rewatched it for the first time in forever. For the same thing as Brian. It's fine. It has its moments. Schneider's actually one of the better parts about it here. When he comes in, it's one of the better, funnier moments here because Reyes is fine, but he's just kind of the straight man, whatever. The other kid, I think, is just fine. Schneider easily has the best laughs, along with Leslie Nielsen, of course, as well. So felt it to be very 90s. It was okay, but it outwore its welcome for me pretty quickly as well. So I got to give it just a 2 stars. I thought it was just fine. Three Ninjas is better. Tato, what about Surf Ninjas? What you got?
I'm going to put this squarely in the same category everyone else put in Turbo Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, I agree.
About 2.5-ish?
No, I think I've seen it, but I'm not sure.
Oh, right. No, I feel you. Jeremy?
Yeah, I mean, it has Tone Loc and Leslie Nielsen. I haven't watched it since I was 7 years old, probably, but if I did, I'd probably still just be nostalgic for it and love it anyway. So I can't give it a star rating, but I don't think I would dislike it.
This is like that weird 5-year gap where Tone Loc's in a lot of movies.
Yeah, and they're all ridiculous.
Again.
Yeah,
that dude's in Heat, Ace Ventura, this, others, and all of a sudden nothing. Shout out to Tone Loc. I know you're watching.
Blank Check.
Shout out.
Is he? Yeah, Blank Check. What? Was he in the House Guest with Sinbad? I feel like I just saw him.
Fern Gully, Ace Ventura, Bebe's Kids, something called Posse, Poetic Justice.
Yeah, the dude was busy. Hey, I have a Poetic Justice that might come up later, maybe. But coming up right now though is I believe the feature debut by Jeremy Saulnier. Blue Ruin is a movie I saw literally about an hour or two ago. Let's see, where is it? I thought I had the trailer up. Oh, I see. Yeah, this is the trailer. This is Jeremy Saulnier. You might know him also from Green Room, the really kind of gritty Anton Yelchin, Patrick Stewart flick, as well as a really good movie from this year, Rebel Ridge. So he's had a couple. So far, 3 out of 3 movies that I've seen. He's got 2 that I haven't seen yet: Murder Party and Hold the Dark. I got to get to those as well here. So this is Macon Blair is the main character here. He finds out somebody's getting out of jail that's done something wrong to one of his family members, and he goes to avenge for that as well. And it's really just about vengeance and how it can consume people here and what's right and what's wrong. And it's done in a very it can be done in a very somber, slow way at times here, but that's not me saying that in a bad way here. You're very much following a guy who's not. This is not James Bond. He fucks up. He steals a gun that has a lock on it, and he can't get the lock off the gun. He's just kind of doing what he feels is the right thing to do, even though it's also tearing him apart. The decisions he has to make as well. So very humanistic revenge tale here from a really good director. I gave it 3.5 stars. I think it's well worth checking out here. Again, kind of like Real Time. It's a smaller movie, but it's done, I thought, really well here. I can see why people are excited about this director, what he's done in the past and the future. Ever heard or seen The Blue Ruin?
I've seen this.
Hey.
I have finally seen a movie that you've seen. I remember nothing about this movie. Apparently, I saw it on June 14th, 2021. And that's all I remember about it. Apparently, I gave it 3.5 stars.
Hey, we agree.
But again, I'm looking at the trailer. I'm looking at the thing. I think the same thing where I was like, this movie looks fucking awesome. I knew Green Room, so I was like, I got to check this movie out. And then I think I was a little underwhelmed. I don't remember. I can't remember really much because it looked awesome. The trailer looked great. But I'm at 3.5 stars, so I don't know why I'm there. But it looks cool. I like Green Room. I haven't seen Rebel Ridge.
Check out Rebel Ridge. Yeah, I've heard Murder Party is pretty crazy too. And I don't know about Hold the Dark. Tato, ever seen Blue Ruin?
I have not.
Jeremy, ever seen Blue Ruin?
No, I haven't even heard of it.
You were shaking your head before I even put you on screen. Brandon, what's your last movie of the week?
My last movie of the week. Okay, it's that time, Jordan.
Oh, hold on. You mean it's Brandon's weekly whole film?
The holes are getting weirder and weirder. I finally watched a movie from the great year of 2004, starring the great Sean and Marlon Wayans. I was on a plane coming home from Amsterdam, laughing my ass off watching White Chicks.
Okay.
I just hadn't got around to this. I saw some of the other Wayans Brothers movies. I never saw I never saw Little Man, but I saw White Chicks. I've seen some of the other ones. I've always liked them. I always thought they were funny. So I was like, you know what? I just watched a weird ass movie that I'll talk about next week on the plane. So I'm gonna watch something completely ridiculous. And I watched White Chicks, and I was from the very get-go. I was laughing my ass off. It's just a fucking funny movie. It's not. Is it good? No. Is it serious? No. Is it stupid and offensive? Yes. But it's just funny, and that's what movies need to be. It's just fucking silly, a stupid old time. We all know we're watching something ridiculous. It doesn't have to be good. It's just a good time and fun. So I really liked it. I thought they did a great job here. I've seen all the Terry Crews clips and stuff, so it's nice actually seeing Terry Crews or finally seeing it and putting like I know what the significance behind the Vanessa Carlton song now is. So that's fun to see. I've always been more of a Marlon guy, and I thought Marlon does great in this. Marlon's the better one. Sean's always the straight man. Marlon's more goofy. Big Marlon Wayans guy. I thought he does great in this movie. Him and Terry Crews are just hilarious. Their chemistry together is just great. So, good movie. No. Enjoyable, good old time. Yes. Am I gonna probably watch Little Man next because I like this so much? Probably. So stay tuned for that. Gave it 3 stars. Again, stupid movie, but overall super funny. Recommend it. Check it out. So I enjoyed it. I really couldn't give it 4 stars just because, it's completely ridiculous. But yeah, check it out.
I'm in agreement with 3 stars here. Yeah, there's some things that I think don't land, and it does, again, kind of overstay its welcome with the same joke kind of being redone a couple times. But the laughs are there multiple times throughout the movies here. They are giving it their all here. And yeah, honestly, it might have gone from 2.5 to 3 for my boy Terry Crews. That dude is in it. That dude, I think this was his breakout role for me here. So big shout out to Terry. He helps make this movie great. And I do implore you, just because I'm morbidly curious, I won't give you my Little Man review till you do it. But watch Little Man, and then I want to see what you think of Little Man. But for now, we are talking White Chicks. Tato, just in general, you like the White Chicks?
I have not seen the White Chicks.
Oh, yeah, but I know Jeremy was smiling backstage. You seen the White Chicks?
Hell yeah, I've seen White Chicks. It's I think it was the first thing I ever saw Terry Crews in. Maybe it was his first actual big role too. Probably, I don't know. But yeah, probably it cracks me. Yeah, just the whole concept that they're supposed to look exactly like the girls.
Yeah,
the premise just hits. It's just so fucking funny.
Yeah, it's before Longest Yard, but Starsky and Hutch and Soul Plane apparently he's in. And those are before.
Yeah, but yeah, 4 stars, man. It's a lot of fun.
It's a fun one here. Tato, do you have one last movie?
I do not.
Sweet. I got one. You know who's good? Samuel motherfucking Jackson. You know what else is good? Juice. That's a good one. I found Juice. I've been kind of filling up my Tupac Shakur filmography over the last year or so. Yeah, and won't be my last probably too, because I've enjoyed him. He legitimately is one of the standouts in each of these movies here. So these are 4 friends from Harlem who, the little petty crime. This is a petty crime to commit right now. As the adorable Omar Epps distracts the cashier, they're stealing a record, and then it's just about them kind of escalating it. Even though maybe they all are coming from different levels of wanting to do it. Tupac is the one that wants to go bigger and badder and wants to start robbing people here. Omar Epps just wants to focus on being a DJ here. You got the funny chubby friend who wants to do even more. Hold on, I got a thing on the let's check Facebook. All right, maybe our Facebook stream's having trouble. Hopefully, you're watching over at YouTube. Shouldn't be a problem there. But yeah, so just the friends kind of growing apart here about how much they want to commit these crimes and maybe what they will or won't be willing to do here. It escalates to where it's finally a big showdown between these final two, and yeah, I thought it was mostly really good with the performances here. One that was good, worth watching here, and again, you kind of see both sides of Tupac, from charming to maybe even the more scarier side of him as well. So another 3.5 stars. I thought there was more to be wanted from the storytelling here. I kind of feel like it kind of takes that turn a bit too quickly and wraps it up a bit too quickly here, but everything inside of it is actually pretty good. And also Sam Jackson not in very much at all, by the way. Ever seen Juice, Brennan?
I'm not dipped my toe into the Tupac-averse at all, but I'm interested in. I know it's your second one now, so maybe I'll join into the MC Tupac, the Tupac cinematic universe, and we'll check it out. Got my watch.
You'll miss Cruz in Training Day though. He's credited as like Pigeon Guy. Like
yeah,
I
rewatched it recently, and I'm like, oh, that's Terry Crews. But the first time, I definitely.
Tater, ever seen Juice?
Yeah, I definitely love the crap out of this picture. I haven't seen it in a while. But Omar Epps is fantastic in it, and Tupac Shakur just goes to show how goddamn talented he was at kind of everything. He really was one of those cats. Didn't get to act a lot, obviously, but he's fantastic here. I think he could have been a dude who was like an actor, musician, Jamie Foxx type of guy.
He was able to cram a lot in those few years though. Like I just saw Above the Rim, what is it, gang related, and there's still to come Poetic Justice, Gridlocked. So yeah, he was really banging them out for those few years that he had.
Yep, dude could act for sure. And
Jeremy, ever seen Juice?
No, I have not, but looks good.
How dare you? Let's see here. Oh, that was there 3-3. Tato, and since you've been here the whole time, any plugs or parting words? I heard there's a big match at Lights Out soon with Brandon and some other dude.
Yeah, 4.5 stars on Juice. It's pretty fun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Lights Out trivia. Brandon versus Jeremy coming up right after this. Should be an absolute banger.
Yeah, this way. Rock'em sock'em, buddy.
Boing, head falls off. Jeremy, any plugs or parting words?
Yeah, let's keep the Lights Out train rolling. Like Brandon's bringing backup. I'm flying solo. I mean, it's gonna just be that much worse.
Hey, here's something interesting. I'll suggest something off air. Brandon, plugs, parting words.
No. Watch me take on the medium champ to become the new official Lights Out champion of the world, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, watch me take on Jeremy and have a good old time.
It's fair.
Coming up like now. So watch it.
Yeah. Stay tuned over, or not stay tuned, but go over to the Lights Out channel. You'll see maybe some familiar faces pop up over there. Yeah, every Thursday, usually at 8 o'clock, you'll catch us right here. You saw a nice group today, so thanks to everyone that popped in today to go over the stuff. We had Tato giving a really good review to the Hobbit trilogy here. The mediocre review to Turbo Power Rangers movie. Richie, decent score to the Homesman. Chris does not like all his Brighter Christmas movie with Giamatti and Rudd. Jeremy with a huge review for Hundreds of Beavers. Check that out on Amazon Prime right now. Brian double dipping 4 stars to both Sausage Party and the Surf Ninjas. I gave a decent review. Hey, it's actually a good review, a good week for me here. Only 3 and above. No 1.5 today. So real time.
Nice.
A lost Randy Quaid, semi-gem. Blue Ruin, really good revenge story. And Juice, another good one with the late great Tupac Shakur. Brandon, you had some reviews.
Yeah, I finished my Kevin Smith finally. But besides movie 43, the 4:30 movie with Cop Out. I had it at 2, but my review knocked me down to a 1.5. Not funny movie. 61, however, great. A lot of asterisks on the screen because of that movie.
I know.
Yeah, 61 asterisks. Great movie. Would you, if that was the answer to a question, would you have to have the asterisks?
I would say no.
I say yes.
But I say yes. We have to go to the panel.
Finish it off with a good old giggle fest of white chicks.
Fantastic here. So yeah, that was the show, guys. Like I said, pop on over to Lights Out. Stay tuned here. We're having lots of fun here with all sorts of trivia countdowns. In a month, catch me and Brandon talk about the top 10 TV shows of 2024. We're already there, baby. We're there, about a month away.
I'm in my
ready.
rewatching like crazy moment right now. So yeah.
And also, don't forget to call.
You hold it on your side, it's love. And if you strike out,
he's back!
He's back!